friend, I think, are two different things. I think there are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chop in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that...
And I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ.
I would agree that no doubt there have been a large number of whites who have posed as liberals and as friends of the Negro and who have time and again betrayed the Negro. On the other hand, I think one could point to a large number of whites who have struggled for civil rights, for equality, and have got little or nothing out of it, other than quite a few bruises.
Give me an example.
Well, the large number of white students who have gone into the South, for example, working for SNCC and other organizations.
Not working for SNCC or other organizations, but working for the white political machines who benefit by the voting efforts of Negroes.
Okay, I'll be more specific. I would cite Herbert Hill, for example, as a kind of person who has championed Negro job rights, for example, in New York City and elsewhere. He has fought the political machine.
First time I met Herbert Hill personally was when they were picketing to stop the working on the Harlem Hospital in Harlem. Negroes for 10 years had to fight the city to get an annex built on the Harlem Hospital. Because in Harlem, we need a hospital more so than anything else. Our people are sick. Plus, we do a lot of cutting and shooting of each other, though we profess to be nonviolent. And Herbert Hill brought his forces out and stopped the working on that site. This is the first time I ever saw him. Then when work was brought to a halt on a hospital in Harlem, the same Negroes tried to stop the work at the Downstate Medical Center in Brooklyn, which is predominantly white. They were out there for 3 months during the summer. Couldn't stop anything. And I never saw Herbert Hill out there one time. Now, whenever it takes...
That's crazy. I don't know how people actually come up and get these videos and, you know, able to put these videos in YouTube or find these videos, but this is very intriguing because what I've noticed about a lot of these people in the liberal space is they think they're telling you they stand with you, but when you have a disagreement with what they do, they will definitely call you out your name. But mostly, like I said, I have never been called out my name by anybody, but mostly black liberals. And that's a fact. Most of the time. I honestly never been called out from a Caucasian liberal at all. And I really don't like saying black and white because let's be honest, we're all colored people. I like to consider myself chocolate at the end of the day because, I mean, I say vanilla, it's the thing. I mean, I make people laugh about that all the time, but it's just funny because, and I say this again, just because they are the same skin color as you doesn't mean they stand with you. Look at these politicians. Look at Chicago. Look at Los Angeles. I mean, the writing's right there. Look at New Orleans. Look at Seattle. It's right there in front of your face, but you don't realize. And if people vote based on identity rather than policy.
A stoppage of something that's going to affect the white man. You find the white liberal absent. But when it involves something that primarily will affect the best interests of black people and black people only, then that white liberal is present.
Now, what's crazy part about this is the NAACP was founded by Caucasian people. That's a little known history fact. You can't call it a black history fact because the NAACP, I really believe, and this is my honest opinion, I really think they should disband the NAACP. And if they're getting government funding, I don't think they should be funded at all. Because when you look at the huge scenario, and for all you the Caucasian people, my vanilla people, my Asian people, I want to tell y'all right now, if you stand with Black Lives Matter, you need to leave that alone. Because like I said, once and it only takes one time for you to disagree with them and it will completely ridicule you. They will become racist against you. They will hate you. And there's no way this thing should be even happening in the first place. Like, the NAACP wants to look good in the media when it benefits them. When they see something happens when it comes to black on black crime, they're never to be found. But when they see a Caucasian person harming a black person, they'll pop up right away and get themselves involved. And it's phenomenal how they call themselves the national. I don't know how to even freaking even know the words because I'm not for them. I don't even like them like that. Al Sharpton is one of the biggest heathens there. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the people who actually are a part of that society is one of the former mayors of New Orleans, Mark Morial. And I believe he's also friends with Bruce Harrell. I think I've seen them two together one time. I don't remember the video in particular, but I'm going to have to do some research and look for that one.
Robert Hill is the labor secretary for the NAACP. And if he was interested in black people, he would prepare a black man with the type of knowledge and understanding of the labor troubles involving black people that would enable a black man to sit in the same position as Secretary of Labor or Labor Secretary in the NAACP. I'm suspicious of whites who join Negroes and always have to be in the lead, who always have to be the head, who always have to be at the top in Negro organizations. Those whites who really have the interest of blacks at heart, let them give some advice to some Negroes and stand on the sideline, but don't join the organization and then get at the head of it and pose as a friend of Negroes.
Well, I would defend his sincerity and his commitment. And more than that, I would say that just because a person is a Negro or a black American does not mean he's going to struggle for Negro rights or for jobs for Negroes or anything else. I think that today you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals.
Oprah Winfrey, Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry. The list goes on and on and on. Like Jasmine Crockett, Angela Rye, Charlemagne the God, all puppets. Now, the writing's there. So what is it going to take y'all to realize is they are not for you, they're against you to make money off you.
These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has been betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
Minister Malcolm, I'd like to, well, I could cite one example would be Congressman Dawson, for example, in Chicago. In Chicago, a large number of liberals located in the Hyde Park district have consistently fought Dawson and his betrayals of the Negro, and they've also fought some of the people who represent Dawson on the Chicago City Council.
The only Negro I know who is constantly fought, only Negro politician that I know who is constantly fought by white liberals is Adam Clayton Powell. And they call him a racist because he speaks so bluntly on the race issue. But I'm not, as I said, not too familiar with Dawson and his work.
And because you speak the truth, they always want to go against you. They always want to find a reason to go against you. And everything I tell people, trust me, like I said, in the comment section, I get that shit all the time. I get that shit all the time. It has never stopped. And I don't care because it really doesn't bother me. And I know I'm not these type of people. But understand this. You know who the real people are, and you know who's staying with you. They don't base things on race. They base things on your character. And I'm happy to stand not only with the people that I know, I'm happy to stand up with the state of Washington to help this state become better. And you know one of the craziest parts about this? As much truth that Malcolm X has told, not only in this video, but in his life, he got his own life taken by his own people. So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit the like and subscribe for more content. And I will also leave this video in the description down below as well. Y'all take it easy.